writing, cell phones, planes, electricity, internet. Humanity is responsible for a lot of great ideas. Well, that's not what we're going to talk about today. Today, we're going on a journey through some of the most curious products ever made. You know, the kind of stuff that makes you ask, who thought this was a good idea? So that's what we're talking about. Then get ready to laugh and maybe cry a little. Let's get started.
Virtual Boy presents more challenges inside the third dimension. Mario Tennis, Tunnel Boxer, Red Alarm, Galactic Pinball. Virtual Boy, a 3D game for a 3D world. Wanna play?
The Nintendo Virtual Boy. Virtual reality, something that tech giants like Meta are starting to explore these days, and even they are facing some difficulties. Well, Nintendo was 2 steps ahead and tried first. Released in 1995, promising virtual reality gaming, but delivering eye strain and headaches. Red and black? Really, Nintendo? I guess seeing in color was overrated. Oh, and sitting like a pretzel for hours? Priceless. An efficient way to melt your brain. I wonder what happened to consumers of this product. Playing with this might give you 3D vision, or 3D dizziness.
And with Joel Bellinson, who is the CEO and co-founder of a new company called DigiSense. They've got a technology called iSmell, and we're going to find out all
Look at this
about it
guy's
today.
face.
How you doing,
The
Joel?
optimism.
Wonderful.
The iSmell. A device that promised to bring the world of digital scents to your home. Yes, because clearly the future of the internet was sending smells. The idea? You plug this thing into your computer, and voila. The smell of fresh cookies, flowers, or, more likely, something awful, is right there. But here's the catch. It never really worked. Turns out, replicating smells digitally is a bit more complicated than they thought. Who knew, right? Getting molecules to travel through a USB port? Yeah, not exactly feasible. If this is already difficult today, imagine back then. Imagine the complexity of the chemical combinations needed to reproduce odors, and the ability of sensors to capture this. Then, imagine trying to code the smell of a pizza. Impossible. Thankfully, the iSmell never caught on. So, the iSmell remained a grand dream that crashed into the harsh reality of technology limitations.
We have smells here that are geared towards gamers or game developers. We thought that would be appropriate. Like,
Right.
we have the smell of gunfire.
You have the smell of gunfire.
Yeah, here, take a little whiff of that.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
I can't judge these
Well,
guys'
not that
excitement.
I would know.
I'm not gonna
Maybe you
lie.
wanna smell
Hearing them talk
swamp
kind of made me
instead.
want to have this
Yeah, I
experience
woke up
too.
this morning, I said, man, I got to smell the swamp today. Actually, if you play Shadow Man, the whole game is in a swamp.
So this might be some of the background smell.
Oh yeah, that's a swamp. Here, you have that one.
How about damp earth?
Damp earth. Now, will that smell like swamp, or is it?
No, this will smell pleasant.
Oh, that's very cool. That's very nice.
Trust me, the last thing we needed was to get a whiff of what the internet really smells like. Talking about useless things? The Tweeter Peak. Back in the day, way before Elon Musk, when the old Twitter, now X, was still a promising novelty. Tweeter Peak was a portable device made for one thing, and one thing only. Tweeting. Yes, that's right. No calls, no games, no browsing the web, just tweets. Because who wouldn't want to spend money on a device that only does what your phone already does? So, instead of using your smartphone to tweet, you could use this electronic brick. Perfect for 2009. And completely useless any other time.
You guys know that I'm on Twitter now, right? So I want you to have no excuse to not tweet me because you're all going to get what's called a Twitter Peak from Amazon.
I love that.
It's a mobile device that allows you to tweet anywhere, anytime. Tweet me. Now, that's a lot of gadgets, right, Eric?
Even Dr. Phil. Thank you, Tweeter Peak, for reminding us that less is definitely not more. Now let's talk about the day King came in another box. Our next product, and escaping a little from the technology hall, we have Pregnant Midge. Yes, Barbie's best friend. Complete with a removable baby bump. Because nothing says childhood fun like teaching kids about birth, or confusing them completely. Oh, and the baby comes out like it's no big deal. Thanks, Mattel, for the unexpected biology lesson. Who thought in this? And who approved this? Surprise! It's a plastic baby. And finally, we have the Rejuvenate Electric Facial Mask. In 1999. This thing that looks like it came straight out of a horror movie was released. Want to look younger? How about getting shocked in the face? Because nothing screams beauty treatment like strapping on a horror movie mask and electrocuting yourself. A real shock to the system.
During a facial toning session, the system delivers a mild impulse generated by a tiny 9-volt battery from the control unit. These impulses are directed to the specially designed gold-plated facial cushions of the patented facial mask and actually activate the face and skin to exercise, tighten, and tone through each of the 12 facial zones. These impulses start in the forehead facial zone and about every 20 seconds automatically move one zone at a time through each of the 12 facial zones. The result is not only a more toned, youthful-looking face, but also a face that looks and feels fresher, more vibrant, with that healthy, rosy glow.
The price we pay for youth or nightmares.
What's your favorite scary movie?
That's all, folks. 5 products that prove there's no shortage of terrible ideas out there. From blinding video games to shocking facials, smelly gadgets, and dolls giving birth, we've seen it all. Thanks for watching, and remember, just because you can invent something doesn't mean you should. Well, actually you should. Probably many of our great inventors were called crazy at some point. So at the end of the day, we never know. So I'm just going to root for you who are watching this video and may have a possible good idea. Thanks for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to rest my eyes and forget this ever happened.